Hello. Welcome. This is Samir. I'm back with one more episode of the series of Facebook Lives where we talk about messenger bots and messenger marketing. So in today's Facebook Live, I will continue to talk about messenger bots, and what I have been doing in last few sessions is I've been covering different ways of sending traffic or visitors to the messenger bot and have them start interacting with your bot. And I'll continue to do that. I'll be showing you one more method of driving people to your messenger bot or the messenger experience. So if you're joining me live, type 1 in the comment, say hello. Ask me any questions you might have. If you're catching this up on a replay, type 2 in the comment. Always, I invite you to say hello, give me feedback, ask questions, and share if you think someone else might be more interested that please share. So having said that, I'm going to jump right in, because that's what I do here. I show you step-by-step methods, I show you the details, I just kind of show you the grunt work that one needs to undertake in order to build successful marketing messenger bots. So I'm going to turn off this message. Okay, so hopefully you can, hang on one second, hopefully you can see the screen. One more time, just a reminder, this is Samir. I'm with Chatbot Marketing Center. I build marketing messenger bots, and that's what I am training you, teaching you how to build one yourself, even if you don't know any, even if you don't have any technical expertise. So we will continue exploring different mechanisms of driving people to your messenger bot. So there are two aspects at high level. There are two aspects. You need to build the bot. You need to train the bot to understand the conversation, to respond to keywords and things like that. Then there's the other aspect of driving visitors to your messenger bot so that bot can start engaging. Because if there are nobody interacting with your bot, then it's not helpful. It will not serve the purpose for your business. So that's why we have been spending a lot of time. I have been showing you all different ways of sending people to the messenger bot using the tool manychat.com. So we will continue here. What I did was, once you are logged into your ManyChat account, on the left hand side there is navigation. I clicked on the growth tools. It brings me up to this page where it shows me all the growth tools which I have built in the past. Growth tools are the mechanisms that kind of sends people over to the messenger app and starts the bot interaction. So on the top right corner of this page, you see the blue button which says plus new growth tool. That's what I click, and it opens up this window, this kind of inline window. It is not a kind of an external pop-up. It is something that appears within the page itself, and it shows you all different types of growth tools, different mechanisms for driving people to the messenger. We covered all the mechanisms so far using buttons and links. You can place those buttons on your website. You can use the link on your website, or you can use the link in your email or on your blog or on your social media posts and any other place where you can where you can place a link. You can use the link growth tool, which is the technical name is the ref URL. So today I want to switch to a different type of growth tool, and that's Facebook comments. So now we'll be kind of switching over to a set of growth tools which are not buttons or links, but they are different mechanisms. So all the buttons and links are really kind of a similar set of growth tools, and now I'll be exploring a very different kind of growth tools. So I'm going to click on the Facebook comments here, and I clicked on that, and when I click on that, it takes me to this area where I can start kind of building that growth tool, Facebook comments. And first thing I do is I name the tool. So Facebook comments, I'm gonna say comments. Okay, and you will see 3 tabs here. In the past, we have seen 4 tabs. When we were dealing with buttons, we saw 4 tabs. The initial kind of initial setting, initial state, the submitted state, opt-in messages or opt-in actions, and setup. So for a button, you need to come up with how the button will look, right? When you design the button, you have to come up with the design and its appearance. That's the initial state. You also want to design how the button will look once people click on that button. So that's the submitted state. The opt-in actions is the first message that people see once they land on the Messenger bot. Once they land on Messenger app and the bot starts the interaction, what's the first message that bot is going to send? That's covered under opt-in actions. And setup is the technical nitty-gritty of using a JavaScript because in link we don't have to necessarily design the link for initial state and submitted state, so there was one less option. With Facebook comments, it's a different ball game, right? We are not dealing with buttons and links. We are dealing with Facebook comments. Now you see 3 options here. You see settings, auto response, and opt-in actions. So Facebook comments is a little bit different, so we'll be kind of going slowly and really try to understand what's going on. I'll try to kind of go slowly and explain all the parts, because it has different facets that you really need to understand, because you can easily do this wrong, and if you use this tool in a wrong manner, there is a risk of you getting banned or your account being shut down. So you have to be more careful with this tool. I don't want to scare you, but you definitely want to use more caution when you use Facebook comments compared to something like Facebook buttons, or compared to website buttons or links. So we are on the settings tab. That's the first tab, and of course, as the name suggests, it's all about settings. And let me make sure things are okay. Yep. So the first thing you see is Facebook post for comment tracking. Now the comment growth tool is Facebook comments growth tool, right? It's not comments on your blog, not comments on Pinterest or something else. It's comments on Facebook, and it is even more specific. It's comments on posts on your business page. Okay, so Facebook comment tool only works on posts on your business page. Remember, the bot is tied with your Facebook business page. That's the anchor, that's the key, that's the root of your bot, Facebook business page. So it only works with comments on Facebook business page. So some of you might be wondering, some of you who are more familiar with Facebook platform, you might be wondering, because there has been a recent trend where the organic posts on Facebook business page are not getting as much visibility as it used to get, because there are several reasons. Maybe that's the Facebook policy. They do not want to prioritize that, because Facebook has said in the past that it wants to go back to its roots of the family and friends and connections, and want to kind of deprioritize or you know, kind of give less importance to the business posts, right? So it's very likely that you might have reservations that, you know, how would the Facebook comments be helpful if it only works with Facebook business posts on Facebook business page or fan page, and we know that the fan page doesn't get so much of attraction or, you know, visibility in Facebook news feed. That's a valid concern. The other thing is the Facebook comments will work with Facebook ads. So that's one possibility. If you are already doing advertising, then this is something worth testing. But other than that, if you already have traction on your business page, if people are interacting, then it'll make sense to use it. It may not be for everyone, right? If you don't have much traction, if you have some auto posts going on your Facebook page, you are kind of not seeing that you have spend resources on your Facebook business page, organic growth, and you're not been successful, then I don't know. Then you may not want to try this, right? So those are the caveats. This may or may not be helpful to you. But anyways, so let's keep going. So Facebook posts for comment tracking, right? So it's you need to select a post on your Facebook business page. So this bot is tied with a Facebook fan page or business page named test bot. It's right here. So there is a blue button here, under Facebook post for comment tracking. There's a blue button. When you click on that, what it will do is it will try to look for posts on the root business page, the test bot page. And when I did that, it says there is no posts on this page. Okay, there's no posts on this page. So I have the Facebook business page open here in a new tab, and as you can see, there are no posts here. So let's make a post so that we can use a comment tool, right? We can demonstrate the comment growth tool. So I'm going to say something. I'm going to create a test post here. This is a test post. I am trying to use Facebook comment growth tool. Okay, if I can spell that correctly. Okay, so let's see. I am a little bit hesitant because in the past when I tried to test the comment growth tool, it's kind of Facebook thought that I was it was something spammy. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of warning you because something bad has happened in the past, but hopefully that would not be the case. So I'm going to publish this. I already clicked publish, and there you go. I think the post is published now. So you need to have something published on your business page, right? On the business page that is hooked up with your bot, or the business page where you are trying to build the bot. If what I'm describing does not make sense, then ask me questions. Let's see. I am trying to, okay. So I see the post here that I just published. I'm going to go back now to the growth tool, and I'm going to try to select a post. And now, as you can see, my post is visible. And right next to each post, you will see a blue select button on the right hand side, and that's what I'm going to click. That selected the post. You can click and view the post as well in a new tab. It'll open that. If you click on that, there is an option to change post as well. means if you have more than one post and if you want to select a different one, you can come here and do that. I only have one post on the business page, so that's not relevant for this this scenario, this example. So then there is a checkbox. I'm going to read that. I confirm that the selected post is explicit, that this page is going to contact users who comment via Messenger. So it's saying confirm that the selected post is explicit, that this page is going to contact users who comment via Messenger. It is asking you to be kind of forthcoming, explicit, and be clear about the purpose of the post if you're ever going to use the comment tool. So in theory, the post should say something like the page will contact you if you comment on this post, right? Because that's how the comment tool works, that we can set up a particular keyword, or we can just set up that no matter what keyword people use, as soon as someone comments on a post, we want the Messenger app to fire and the bot to start interaction. So this button is reminding you that your post is explicitly making that clear. It's clearly setting the expectations that page will contact, right? So I don't have that here, right? So I am going to go and let me kind of add that if I can. So I'm going to go, I'm going to edit the post on the top right, 3 buttons, right? You select and then it lets you edit the post. So what I'm going to do is when you comment on this post, the page will contact you using the Messenger, right? So let's try that. So I edited the post. I'm going back to the tool, and I'm clicking now that I confirm that the selected post is explicit, right? I just explicitly am telling people that they will be contacted via Messenger if they comment on this post. Okay, so then the next there's a button. It says track first level comments only. So on Facebook platform, you can have nested comments. If there is a limitation, it doesn't go on. I think there are 2 levels, right? There is a first level comment. Those are the comments directly in response to the post. And then there are comments that are in response to previous comments. Hopefully I can show you an example. So you have a choice. Do you want to track only the first level comments, or you want to track the second level comments? Do you only want to consider the comments that are in response to the post, or do you also want to consider comments that are in response to other comments? So I would suggest you start with first level comments only, because the nested comments can become very complicated, and it's better to start with a simpler kind of scheme. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to read the question mark here. So it says this option will disable the growth tool for second level comments, that i.e. replies. So that same thing like what I just mentioned, I am disabling the second level comments or replies to comments. So next, when user leaves a comment, send message after. Okay, so the way this works is the user will leave a comment and Messenger app will fire and the bot will respond or send a message. Now this lets you choose when do you want that to happen after the user leaves the comment. So typically you want the bot to respond as soon as it's possible, because people comment when they are actively engaged, and it only makes sense for the bot to interact when they are actively engaged. You don't want the bot to send message later on after people have commented, because then people may have lost interest and they may not be interested in continuing the conversation anymore. So I would say either immediately or very soon, right? You can choose like seconds and minutes. You can set the bot to send message after a few seconds. I think that's still okay. I would start with immediately. So exclude comments with these keywords. So here you can put keywords where the bot will not fire. Okay. I think in future training sessions we will be exploring this more, but this is a way to filter comments. You do not want the messenger bot to fire necessarily on all comments. Sometimes people ask or people respond to a post with different intentions, right? So we are trying to segment or filter out a specific intention, and we may not want the bot to interact with all different intentions. We may only want it to talk with a few specific people. And I know I'm like talking abstract a lot, because first I want you to understand the mechanics of this tool, and then we'll talk about how to use it later on, like what's the real use case. So I'm going to leave this empty. So there are two options: exclude comments with these triggers, only trigger for comments with these keywords. You can do both. You can set the bot to trigger for only certain keywords in the comments, or you can set the bot to exclude keywords, exclude comments with specific keywords. Okay, so hopefully it makes sense. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go to the next settings, which is auto response. Next, and apparently the second next, I have to click it 2 times. Okay, so here is something very crucial, very important. When you come to the auto response tab, the first thing you see is message to commenter. Okay, so this is the first message bot will respond with when people comment. Okay, this is the first message the bot will respond with when the tool is activated, right? Okay, so you and like button or link, you always want to give people reason to comment, right? I've said that you need to have some reason in place for people to take action. You are a business owner, you want your visitor prospects to take action, you want them to be in your funnel, you want them to step into your funnel, you want to step into your world, and these are different mechanisms, right? It could be email opt-in or it could be bot opt-in. We are talking about the bot opt-in. So you should always give them a reason to take action, and here the action we want users to take is commenting, right? Write a comment. So you should have given them a reason, and in my post that I did, which is a test post, I did not actually give any reason for people to comment, right? Except said this is a test post and I'm trying to see whether the tool works. That's my reason, and I'm just trying to show you how this thing works. But in reality, when you are putting this tool out, you want to give them a real reason. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. And then it says this text will be sent to everyone who commented on your post meeting specified criteria. Okay, so there is still okay, so the specified, remember in the previous area here we came up with the criteria, right? We can define that what we want them to include. Okay, we can ask them to comment with specific keyword or phrase, and we can or we can just we can ask them, we can ask the bot to trigger no matter what the content is. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is here on this area in settings, we have the option to set the criteria which will be used to trigger the Messenger app or Messenger bot. And on the next page, it is saying that the initial message will be sent to everyone who commented on your post meeting specified criteria. Now, we haven't gone through all criteria, so kind of bear with me. I'm going to kind of continue to go through this and talk through all the criteria that is required for this tool to be set up correctly. But so hopefully I think it's clear that this is the first message that will be sent to the commenter. Okay, so you can change this message. It comes up with something default, and it says, hey, full name. I tend to avoid full name. I tend to write first name. I don't know, that's just me. You can use whatever you like, and you can change by just clicking on that blue thing that you see there, and you will, when you want to change, you click on that and you'll see this little pop-up with two fields. On the left side it's variable type, and on the right side is fallback. So variable type is the publicly available variable about the user or parameters about the user: first name, last name, full name, page ID and user ID. And fallback is in the case where the variable is not publicly available for the visitor. Now, with all the privacy concerns, I mean, I expect a trend where people will be making less and less information publicly available. That can happen. So you might find that, although it's kind of hard to believe that someone is on Facebook and their name is not public, right? So I don't know, but it's possible that you may not have the variable available, and the fallback is your fallback if the name is not available. So by default, as you can see, it had full name and there. So by default it wanted to use full name, and if the full name is not available, it uses there. Yeah, so I think the first name is more likely to be available, right? People might not make the last name public, but they're, I don't know, that's my opinion, I could be wrong. But anyway, so I tend to use first name a lot, so that's what I switched. You don't have to. And then it says, can I help you with something? Just write down a reply and I'll get in touch soon. Okay, so but let me read. What I want to do is read these two warning bubbles because they are important. So please note, people who comment on your post will become your subscribers on Messenger only after they reply to this message. When they do it, you can send them an opt-in message. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to go through this tool several times, so hopefully it will become gradually clear over the period of time. What I'm going to do is, I'm already at about the half-an-hour mark, so I'm definitely going to pick this up in my next video because this is something more important. But basically, it's to kind of reiterate, the first warning bubble is saying that the sequence of flow is people are going to comment on your post. As soon as they comment, the Messenger app will fire, right? The Messenger app will appear, and in the Messenger window, the first thing they'll see is this message, whatever the message you put here. So in this case, by default, it'll be, hey, first name, can I help you with something? Just write down a reply and I'll get in touch with you. This is the first message they will see. Now the thing is, people will not become subscribers when they see this message, right? This goes back to what I talked about earlier, is there are people will only become subscribers to your messenger bot when they start interacting with your bot. So they have to send a message, type in something in messenger with the bot being active, or they have to push a button in the messenger. So at least the bot has to show a button initially, or bot has to ask a question, or in some manner bot has to request a response, request an action from user. So it could be in the form of a question. So that's what the default message is doing here. It's saying, can I help you with something? Just write down a reply and I'll get in touch with you. So the default message here is asking a question, trying to prompt the visitor to type in and interact. That is crucial because we have to get them to do that. If your message is not compelling enough for them to take any action, if they read the message and they don't take any action, then they will not become the subscriber. So that's the end of it. The bot cannot send any more messages. But if they interact, then now they have become the subscriber, and then the bot can continue to send messages. So I will stop here and I will pick this up in the next video, and I will kind of repeat what I said because it's very important for you to understand that, and we'll go from there. So again, one more time, this is Samir. I help you learn, discover how to build profitable marketing messenger bots for your business. If you are catching this up on a replay, type 2 in the comments, say hello, ask me your questions, give me your feedback. You like it, you don't like the format, you want to see something else, let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll be back here and hopefully see you tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.